My name is Mashud Ahmed, and I am here with the Be Fair to talk about our new film, Meet Karan. It is a story about a young teenager who loves painting very much, but his parents do not allow him to paint. They constantly scold him and question why he is painting as they damage their family reputation. Codes are the tools to create a meaning in the film. There are different types of codes. For example, symbolic codes and technical codes. Technical codes includes camera work, lighting, sounds, and editing, such as close-up shots, darkening, direct lighting, and the background music. And the symbolic codes includes props, costumes, and the colors. For example, a black represents the red sadness and a represent danger of the or an anger. And conversions are the common rules or typical way things are done in the film, depending on the genre. For example, action films often use fast cuts and the loud sound. The purpose of codes and conversion is to communicate emotions and the ideas clearly while also meeting our audience expectations. Social issues are the problems in the society that are shown through the storytelling in the media. For the opening sequence, we use the conversions such as credit sequence, theme elements, and the enigma mystery, production house, titles, setting of the plots. Firstly, we started by creating a production company and a title for a film. When we see professional companies like Paramount Pictures, their logo, mountains, and the star is instantly recognized and trusted by the audience. Similarly, we present our logo in Urdu instead of English to represent Pakistani culture. Our film title is Meet Karan, which means Colors of Hope. In English, we wanted the title to clearly represent the themes and the message of our film. And another conversion we followed was making the production name smaller and the film title larger so that the audience focus more on the title. We also follow a common conversions where the production name appeared and the title appears after as seen in the professional films. The credit sequence is a part of the film that shows the name of the peoples who works on it. Usually in films, opening sequence can start up to the 5 minute, but since our project is an opening sequence, we could not place it at the end. Therefore, we include the credits at the beginning. Our teacher also guided us that the credit usually appears as a start. We added a fade out effect to make it look more professional. The setting of the plot is the time and the place where the stories happens. After the credit sequence, we include our young boy who loved painting through his action dialogues and the props like his bag and the canvas. We clearly show in his passion. His parents are shown through their dialogues and expectations. Exceptly, the strict and the scolding mother, which highlighted the strict household environment. We established the setting as middle class Pakistani home, helping the audience to understand the social pressure he faced there. This also introduced the main conflict, his struggle to follow his passion and desperate parent restrictions. We did not focus on the theme song, instead we focused more on the background sound because it suited our film better. We also use Enigma code mystery at the start to make the audience curious about what will be happen next. Since our film is an emotional drama phase and we use a slow pacing, dull sounds, color grading, and a serious tone, however, we also challenged some conversions. Instead of making the opening fast pace, and we kept it slow and simple to focus on the emotions and our helps the audience connect deeply with the character. Our films explore serious themes such as identities, relationships, emotional pressure, and obsession. We kept the narrative limited to the Shaheed perspective to the audience can fully connected with his emotion. Unlike an honorable narrator, this allows the audience to really understand his struggles and feel some sympathy for him. Mizan's sense was very important in showing the emotions and the meaning. We use simple and clear visual to the audience can easily understand the main character wear dark color like brown, black, brown, representing the sadness, pressure, while the mother wears red to represent anger and the strictness. Use space and setting to show isolation, often the placing the characters alone in the empty space. Props like painting tool shows his passions and symbolic his dreams and the freedom. We avoided making Mizan's sense too complex so the audience could easily connect emotionally. In terms of camera work, we use close-up shots to show emotional clearly and especially sadness and the frustration. High-angle shots were used to make the character look weak, and when being scored, we kept camera movement simple and steady to maintain realism and seriousness. The character is often shown alone in the frame to represent loneliness and parental pressure. Sound were used to support emotions and sound was used to support the emotions. Dignity sound, dialogues, background noise, and made the scenes realistic. We use voiceover to show Shahid inner through soft and slow sound create a sad moves, and silence we use to highlight their attention and loneliness in flashback, and we muted sound to show past events clearly. Editing was also very important. We used continuity editing for smooth flows, slow pacing for emotional scenes, contrast editing to show difference between happy and the tense moment. Flashback in the black and white helps explain past events, and the voiceover was signed with virtual. We kept editing simple so that the audience could focus. The main social issue shown in this project is parental pressure on children, which is very common in Pakistan. Many parents in Pakistan society accept their children to focus only on studies and choose traditional careers like doctors or engineer while ignoring their personal interests and the career passions. This creates emotional stress and the feeling of being controlled. In this project, we show the issues through the story where the main character Shahir is passionate about painting, but he's constantly scolded by his mother. This reflects how in many Pakistan households career fails and are not taken seriously, and children are focused to follow a fixed path. We also show the issue through the virtual element. For example, we use dull and dark colors in the scenes where he is being scolded to represent sadness and depression. In contrast, bright colors are used to when he is painting, showing his happiness and the freedom. And this contrast helps the audience clearly understand his emotional struggles. Through the camera work, she is often shown alone in the frame, which represent isolation. This reflects how many young people in Pakistan feel unsupported when their opinions are ignored. High angle shots are also used to show that he is in the weaker point position and compared to his parents. In terms of sound, we use voiceovers to express his inner thought, which shows how he feels mentally affected by the pressure. We use silence in the emotional moment to highlight the loneliness which many students in Pakistan experience. We also use props costume to show the issues and his painting to represent his passions, and while his dark clothing reflects his emotional state, the mother's red dress symbolic angle in the strictness which is often seen in the strict parenting style. Overall, the project highlighted a very real issue in Pakistan societies, showing how lack of understanding and the support from the student can affect a child's mental health and emotional well-being. It's encouraged the audience to think about the importance of the supporting children's passion.